Hi everyone, this is Beth Barling, and I wanted to hop in and talk a little bit about, I wanted to do a short meditation, but I wanted to talk a little bit about the themes for this week in the Soul Magic Garden and share these a little bit broader, to a broader audience. This week, Wednesday night, is the full moon. This is the flower moon. This is the full moon in Sagittarius. So this moon is about revelations, it's about shifts, it's about turning points in our life. There's a lot of different pieces, of course, to all moons, and a lot of different ways that different, signs are affected. And I won't pretend to be an astrologist, but I did want to gather the information and the importance of this moon and bring it into the theme that we've been building all month long, the month of May, in the Soul Magic Garden. So in the Soul Magic Garden, this month we've been working on sacral fire. So this month we've been working very closely with, if we have a 7-chakra model, we've been working with the second and third chakra. So the second chakra is our sacral chakra. This is right around our hips, our genitals, our reproductive organs, and this is a center of empowerment. This is a center of creativity and sexuality and pleasure, and this is a space where we can tap into. There's so many beautiful things about the sacral, but what's really gorgeous about the sacral is very basic in its answer. There's so much to the sacral, but it's also very easy to tap into our sacral chakra and feel into whether something is right for us or not. So a lot of what we did in the Soul Magic Garden this month was just, meditating and coming into the space of our sacral chakra and asking yes or no questions to just feel into whether something's right for us or not right for us. Because something that is right for somebody else, something that we are told is right for us, something that the media tells us is right for us, something that societal rules tell us is right for us, doesn't necessarily mean it has anything to do with us. So we've been tapping into this sacral energy, this beautiful divine womb space, to sort of feel if things are right for us or not. And that's a huge, beautiful practice, because we're discovering more about who we are, and then moving that up to that third chakra, that Manipura, the fire, our fiery center, our solar plexus chakra. Because as we discover who we are, and if that conflicts with what we believe we're allowed to be, what we've been conditioned to be, what we've been told that we are, now's the time to take that important information that we've learned about ourselves, that we remember about ourselves in the sacral chakra, and take it to that courageous solar plexus energy, that fire energy, that independence, that sovereignty, stepping into that kind of courage to bring who we are to the surface. Because I think that is one of the biggest challenges of my life, biggest challenges of maybe anybody's life, is to step authentically into who we are, and remember who we are, and sort of releasing all of that programming and ideas and falsities and not self-identities that sort of plague and block that perfection of who we are from coming forth. So without getting too dramatic and too into this, this is that's what sacral fire has been about for us in the Soul Magic Garden this month. It's about, the many different aspects of taking our truth, figuring out who we are, giving ourselves an opportunity to tap into what's right for us, and then finding the courage and fire to take action and to move those pieces into our daily lives. And it's a cyclical sort of piece, because we want to make, sometimes we want to make sure that what we're feeling is truly who we are. And when we take that courage and those action steps, sometimes we step into who we are, and it's this beautiful moment of truth and courage and stepping into, our purpose. And sometimes, it's easy for something to appear like it was a mistake, for something to appear like, oh, I didn't really listen to my sacral chakra, and the action I took resulted in this, blah, blah, blah. That resulted in this, me getting hurt, this person getting hurt. And at the end of the day, I don't believe there are any mistakes. I think that what we do and what we bring into this world and our action steps are all about, now that we've taken action and now that we've shown up in the world in this sacral-led way, this divinely led way, the world is going to reflect back to us. It's going to show us those, the responses of the world are a reflection. They're a mirror. They show us, what we've put into the world and what we're receiving and how we're creating our own lives. And with that piece, we can go back to really stepping back and moving into the sacral chakra and really understanding what's coming back in for us. So this has been such a beautiful month. It's a whole month of content to cover, but I wanted to sort of bring all of these pieces together and bring them all together at this beautiful full moon, which resonates very much with this idea. So if we consider turning points, if we consider revelations, if we consider shifts, and if we consider that the natural release at the full moon, this is a time to it's a beautiful time to consciously and intentionally shift from our not self pieces and into that our true self, just a little bit further on that path of moving towards the true self. So revelations are what we witness. They're what we're witnessing in our sacral chakra. If we sit back and take the time to ask our body questions about, just asking our body questions about, what's right for us, what's not right for us. And the body speaks to us in emotions. The body speaks to us in a lot of different languages. But building a relationship with your body allows you to start to communicate more regularly with your body. And there's so much wisdom in the body that has nothing to do with this, I guess, brain wisdom, this thinking process that we've perfected so magnificently over the past couple of thousands of years. So stepping back into that body wisdom, stepping back into feeling into spiritual truth and feeling into our truth, if we come into the full moon with that energy of what's true for me and what's not true for me, especially what's not true for me at this time, because we can release those non-truths. We can release that not self behaviors and repetitions and patterns and step into, make that shift, make that revelation, hit that turning point of coming into self-divinely guided action and stepping more into who we are. So there are a lot of really beautiful pieces about this moon, even above and beyond the pieces that I'm really applying to the Sacral Fire theme this month in the Soul Magic Garden. Those are adventure, travel, and spiritual expansion. So I bring those up because I think it's really important to just have that in your energy field as we move into this meditation. Just be aware that those energies, these are exciting energies. These are the start of in the Northern Hemisphere, this is the start of our gorgeous summer. This is the start of, stepping out of the house, stepping into expansion, taking what we learned and maybe moving that into the world and moving into connection. And this is a very exciting moon. I think it's also a very chaotic moon for us because we're taking all the things that we've learned and all the things that we've processed in this period of hibernation, this long winter of a global shift and a global awareness, and we're coming back into the world. We're coming back out. We're traveling. We're releasing this. We're really releasing a lot of, what the last 18 months has looked like for us, and it is exciting. And I also think we're bringing a lot of purpose and a lot of work back into the world, and a lot of it isn't really settled yet. And maybe we still haven't released parts that no longer align with the way the world is today, and more importantly, align with who we are today and how much we've grown and what we've moved through. So blossoming is beautiful and exciting and fun, and it's also, I think there's a lot of courage and there's a lot of release and there's a lot of, really tapping into that inner peace and really just releasing what the world tells you should be angry about and what the world tells you should be sad about and what the world tells you should be vigilant and fiery about, and really tapping in to see what you are angry about, and what you are militant and vigilant about, and what you are in love with, and what you are excited about. Not forgetting the positives that don't seem to show up as much as, a lot of the polarity and disagreement and strife and separation. And I think as we tap into, again, that sacral fire, this can come back to an exciting space of connection. It can come back to this exciting the goddess energy, the Mama Earth energy of we are all one, and coming back into the world in our own sacral energy, and not just letting go of things, but really, releasing what's not important, releasing what doesn't matter, releasing what doesn't align with your purpose, doesn't align with your peace, and doesn't align with your pleasure and joy in this life. Those are important things too. And remembering to bring your pleasure and joy into the space. So this is a very exciting time. It is chaotic. It is beautiful regardless. And as we move through, I don't think there are any mistakes, and I don't think that we can do anything wrong. I think as we do things, we're always learning from them until we are, Jesus or Buddha. We're still always just moving through these layers of processing. And some lessons are bigger than others. And, it's just the whole thing is a process. But this is the month of showing up. This is the moon of letting go of old adultery, things that don't matter anymore. Identifying what doesn't matter for you anymore is important. If we do that with intention, we can let go of the old so we can really step into the new. We have to create space for the new. And doing that with intention and consciously doing that in the spirit of blossoming, in the spirit of finding that nostalgic joy and excitement of coming into the summertime or coming into the winter, depending on where you are, channeling that energy and doing it with intention and doing it consciously and mindfully allows this moon to, I think, be an exciting step, an exciting turning point, an exciting revelation towards peace and joy and purpose. So with that said, I do want to just do a brief meditation just to really get us on the page of tapping into our sacral chakra, being in our sacral energy, and then bringing that up to that courage space. So I invite you can either lay on the floor. If you lay on the floor, make sure your feet are flat on the floor because that grounds us. I like being grounded into Mama Earth as we do any meditations. If you're sitting up, whether you're sitting in a chair, you're sitting against a wall, no matter where you are, just really coming into a space of comfort and peace. So we're coming into the blossoming moon. We are coming into this beautiful, lazy energy of summer. Maybe lazy energy of summer, probably not really. I feel like that lazy energy is more about us stepping into who we are and what we want to do rather than, the constrictions and confinements of what we've been told we have to do. So closing our eyes and moving into this space of sacral fire, setting an intention to align our actions, align our days, align our momentum, align ourselves with the things that we love, align ourselves with the things that bring us joy, that bring us pleasure, and align ourselves with empowerment and purpose and love, common love for everyone and everything. Of course, love comes with boundaries, and it comes with, still protecting yourself and stepping into alignment, but just witnessing how we are all one. So sort of coming into some kind of intention around those pieces, in alignment with sacral fire and in alignment with this flower moon in Sagittarius. And I invite you to just tap into your breath, just witnessing your breath. The inhale and the exhale. Inhaling really full. Exhale, audibly release. And at your own pace, taking 5 deep inhales, holding it, gathering all the pieces we no longer need, and exhale audibly to intentionally and mindfully release any not self energy or behavior. And placing our hands on our sacral chakra and just feeling the inhale fill the belly space. Exhale, belly button to spine. And take a moment here to connect to our sacral chakra energy, activating our sacral chakra. And our sacral chakra is a vortex of energy, this gorgeous orange light warming up our lower belly, our hips. And just taking time to connect with this energy. What does your sacral chakra look like, feel like? How do you feel? How does your whole body feel as we set our attention towards our sacral chakra? Allowing our body to soften, allowing our mind to soften, allowing our face to soften, our chest, our heart, everything's softening. Our stance, where we're laying, our shoulders, softening everything into that attention and awareness of the sacral chakra. Softening the belly, allowing the rise and fall with the breath to be natural and soft. Softening our back. And gazing into the sacral chakra with your mind's eye, with your heart, and allowing that energy to flood all over your body, intentionally allowing that inner creativity, that inner empowerment, that space of connection, of purpose, of pleasure, of joy. Allowing that to flood all through your body, flowing into your mind space, every space, just allowing awareness. Of what aligns with you. What resonates as a truth with you? Where do you want your energy to flow? Where do you want to receive? What do you want to receive? In truth. And just sitting in this soft, gorgeous, feminine, sacral energy. Set the intention to stay in sacral wisdom throughout this full moon and as often as you need to. It is a wisdom that allows us to step back and silently assess true alignment before gathering that energy and moving it through into action. Moving all of our attention now gently up and into that solar plexus chakra, the Manipura, the city of jewels, the upper belly, just beneath the ribs. If you have your hands on your sacral, you can move your hands up to the solar plexus. And feeling into this energy of independence, this gorgeous yellow vortex, yellow gems, fire, drumming, tribal, powerful, courageous. This space where we are limitless, where we can move with courage and strength anything into the world, into our space, into our lives. And trusting in that power, that action center. Feeling into that energy. Allowing it to wash and rise and move through the body. Empowering, strengthening. Feeling very independent. Feeling very much into our sovereignty, our purpose, our spirit. Allowing that energy to flood your awareness. And taking just one moment to witness your feet, to witness your legs, wherever you are connected to Mama Earth, and just know that in this moment of independence and empowerment, we are always connected to each other. All of us, everywhere, with our own divine purpose, divine mission, divine need. And feeling into how we, piece by piece, are fractals of this perfect one, this perfect unity. We never leave that behind. We are never alone, but we are autonomous and sovereign, and we choose. We may choose not to be sovereign, but the choice to be sovereign and to be empowered is always there. And taking a few breaths, allowing these energies, the soft sacral passion, pleasure, and joy, and purpose, and mixing it with this strong, courageous, tribal, fiery energy of our meaning, of our action steps, of our independence. And this other angle of looking at purpose. Mindfully assessing alignment, mindfully assessing what matters to us, what's important. With our exhale, releasing what no longer serves us, what no longer matters, what has no place, what feels icky in our gorgeous sacral chakra. And allowing all of those pieces of alignment to be the things that come up in that fiery center of action. How do we bring passion and action together? And allow your body to show you. and embody, embrace. Allow that to expand into every corner of your body, into every cell, into every membrane, every particle. Allow it to move through all the spaces within us. And taking a few breaths, cementing this newfound, energetic, aligned purpose to become a part of us. No need to jump up and write anything down. We are embodying and embracing. This is a moment of trusting in our own plethora of wisdoms, our own way of stepping into the world, and not just one way. And when you're ready, just fluttering your eyes open and bringing what was created or remembered from within you into this vibration that you bring into the natural physical world. So I wish you all a beautiful flower moon. Feel free to journal any of this. It is important to write things down that are important to you if you want to remember them. This is also a really beautiful time of gratitude and a time of forgiveness. So those are great pieces to always work on at every full moon. And I think that gratitude is a beautiful practice to witness all of the amazingness that we have and perhaps maybe we overlook. Gratitude is a huge practice for me to remind me of how blessed I am and how far I've come, and not focus on the pieces that don't serve me, not dwelling in that lack and scarcity energy. And a forgiveness practice is always a great idea. This is the time of releasing, of shedding, of letting things go. And forgiveness doesn't need to be a big dramatic thing. It can just finally be letting go of things that bother you, things that have hurt you, things that you carry with you. And this is also a wonderful time to really forgive yourself. So taking time to embody and embrace this sacral fire and allow these tools, these practices of gratitude and forgiveness to move you, propel you into this sacral fire energy by really releasing and coming into this high frequency energy of love. So, blessed flower moon, everyone.